Last week, Thomas Tayewa, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, rejected the Education Committee's report on the excessive fees paid by schools and urged the committee to provide a more satisfactory report within 1 month. However, the legislators think that this argument is pointless because the schools have already begun and the fees are still high.
Unfortunately, we are in a small recess, and it was intentional because we are supposed to be discussing the report of the Committee on Education before the term opens, and we are forced to leave Parliament, the premises of Parliament. We cannot discuss anything on the floor because we are in recess.
As Parliament, rescheduling the discussion of the report is a delay tactic, because if the schools are going to open before the debate on the matter, then what will the debate be for? Time would have passed it, so it would have been caught by time. So what I understand currently is that let government, if government is very serious, let it come out and make statements openly on all media. But making statements in the newspapers and you disappear is another way of showing that you are not committed to the statements you're making.
The MPs argue that parents are on their own in this situation because the people in charge of regulating fees also own the majority of the private schools, creating a conflict of interest.
The big guns in government are in the education sector as a business. The wife to the president, Janet Kataha Museveni, is a proprietor of so many schools in this country. The junior minister, Jesse Muyingo, also has very big schools. So how do you expect them to allow us to discuss how we can reduce school fees?
However, even the Education Act still gives the Minister for Education powers to regulate the school fee structures. So I think this should be another irony which government is using for failure to streamline the education sector, but not necessarily because Parliament has dismissed away the report from the committee, so that even government will fail to regulate the school fees.
And Ugandans should understand that in Uganda, education is no longer a service. It's a pure business today. The people who are supposed to make policies that should govern the education sector, some of them have schools, private schools, and they cannot make regulations which cannot favor them.
John Chrysostom Muyingo, the Minister of Education, has informed us that Cabinet has not yet reached a decision on this issue and that they're still debating it. Additionally, he asked the schools not to raise their fees structures for this term.
Fee structure, Cabinet is still considering the issue of school fees in schools. Very soon, the Cabinet will be concluding the discussion, and the public will be alerted or will be let to know what exactly is going to happen. But meanwhile, as students go back to school, we are asked, or schools are asked, not to charge anything beyond what was charged last term. The minister, while releasing the PLE results, made it very clear that Cabinet will soon conclude the discussions and the public will be let to know. Secondly, headmasters have been notified not to charge anything beyond what was charged last term.
As far as this term is concerned, parents are to bear the fees of the schools of their choices. Despite government's intervention in regulating the fees structure, schools have gone ahead to hike the fees of their schools. Last week, Parliament pushed the report of the Education Committee for scrutiny for another 1 month. Samlanifa, Smart 24 TV, Business Today.